Ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our videos on Benjamin Academics. Today we are going to look at demand and supply. Demand and supply, as you have seen on the screen, it is putting up demand, supply, demand, supply. It is our topic for today. We're going to look at demand and supply. We're going to be putting up many videos for demand and supply. It's going to help you to get you understand the topic so well. Today we're going to be looking at the first part of demand and supply, where we're going to look at demand, and we're going to look at introduction to demand. That is, we define demand, we explain what effective demand is all about, we look at a demand schedule, and lastly for the day we'll look at a demand curve. Okay, viewers, let us come back and start with the first topic, what we understand demand. What do you understand by the term demand? Sometimes they ask you, you go to the market, you do everyday day-to-day activities. Like you can go to the market, you said, I want gato in the morning to give children to go to school. So I want bread from the store to give children to go to school. Or you can see, I need something. You go to the store, you go to the shop, you say, I need this. Or you go to your mother in the morning, you want to go to school. You say, brother, I need this, daddy, I need this, daddy, I need money, daddy, I need textbooks. All these things you do, I need their demands. You are making demands. So, first of all, based on other authors, they have tried to put up definition for demand, but an acceptable definition was actually given for the topic demand and supply. So, what do you understand by the term demand? Demand refers to the quantity of goods and services consumers are willing, take note, willing, and able, look at that second one on the screen, able, to buy, take note, to buy, at a given price, take note, price, and a particular period of time, take note, time. So when we are talking about demand, we are talking about these 5 things you see on the screen. We are talking about 5 aspects. The quantity of good, the willingness, the able, the price, and the time. So we must make sure, or we must always mention these 5 aspects in our definition for demand, for it to be very complete. If we don't have these 5 aspects in our definition for demand, then I don't think we are actually giving up the definition for demand. So it is a quantity of goods consumers are really able to buy at a given price and a particular period of time. Take this example. You are in the market, and based on the screen, we are seeing the various goods that are available, rice, granite, and the various cups to measure and the various prices. So we are showing the quantities and the prices. It relates to the definition for demand. Next, we are going to look at effective demand. Effective demand comes to complete the definition for demand. Demand can never be complete without you applying the effective demand. What then is the thought, or what then is the statement effective demand? That's a question many of us ask. Effective demand is that demand that is backed by what? By the ability, as seen on the screen, the ability to do what? To pay. The ability and willingness to pay. Effective demand is a demand backed by what? Ability, willingness to do what? To pay for that good or service. That's the definition for demand. So when you combine that for demand and you combine that for effective demand, it gives you a strong definition for demand. If you look at the month of Southwest 2017, you see they gave us a question to define what demand is all about for 3 marks. If you define demand and you end it halfway. It's not, you must complete with the effective demand. So demand definition must take, it is the quantity of goods consumers are willing and able to buy at a given price and time. And it must be backed by effective demand. Effective demand is a demand which is backed by the ability and willingness to go to pay for the product or commodity. Then you have gotten what? The right definition for demand. Now let us move to the next. We'll talk about what? A demand scale. What do you understand by the term demand scale? A demand schedule is a table that shows the various quantity of goods and services at the various alternative prices. That's a demand scale. A demand schedule is a table showing the quantity of goods and services at the various alternative prices. Don't be confused with that of demand. Demand schedule is a table, while demand itself is the quantity of goods and services consumers are willing and able to buy at a given price and a particular period of time. So don't be confused. This demand schedule shows us what? The quantity of goods and services at a given price and a particular period of what? Of time. It is not the willingness, the ability there is not that in demand schedule. It just shows us what the various quantity of goods and services are seen at the various alternative prices. Now it can be illustrated on the diagram as seen on the board. On this part, we have the quantity here, we have prices. If you can see at the price of 10, when the price was 10 francs, we had 60 people who demanded for this good. At the price of what? 10 francs, we had what? 60 people who demanded for that good. When the price moved from 10 to 50, you see that the quantity demanded also dropped because an increase in the price from 10 to 50 will lead to what? A decrease in the price from 60 to what? To 20. So that's a demand what? A demand schedule. A demand schedule is a table showing the various what? Quantities of goods and services. These are the quantities of goods and services at their various alternative prices. So these are the prices. Next, we are going to work to see what a demand curve is all about. What do you understand by the term a demand curve? A demand curve is a graphical representation of a demand schedule. That is, we represent the demand schedule on a demand curve. That's why they say a graphical representation. That means we are presenting what has been drawn on the table in a curve. A graphical representation of a demand schedule. That's a demand curve. Now, looking at this is our curve. This is demand curve. This is what is known as demand curve. Demand curve. This is a demand curve. Now, these are demand curve. They say it is what? A graphical representation of a demand schedule. It's very true. Now, looking at it, you see that we have what? The price of what? The price of what? 10 francs. This is it. We have the price of 10 francs. Yeah, we have the price of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and here we have quantity, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now, this is the demand curve. This is the price, the various prices. At the price of 10, you've seen the 10 here. The price 10 increased up to 50, as seen. The price of what? And the quantity demanded of 20, as seen, increased from this to this. That's the quantity increase from 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it is a graphical representation of a demand schedule. Now, let us put it in a graph form. Now, at the price of 10, quantity demanded was what? 60. So we tap at the price of 20, quantity demanded was what? 50. Good price 20, quantity demanded 50. Price 30, quantity demanded 40. Price 50, price 40, quantity demanded 30. Quantity 20 at price 50. So this is the demand schedule. It is what? A graphical representation of a demand curve. Dear viewers, that was that for that video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got a comprehensive understanding on the demand introduction. In our next video, we're going to be looking at the law of demand and supply and laws that do not respect the demand and supply. That is the regressive demand curve. Law that does not actually respect the demand and supply. And in our subsequent videos, we're going to be looking at why demand curve slows downward from left to right. That is why this slows downward from left to right. Okay, if you've not subscribed, let's subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button to be notified each time there's a video on YouTube. Give your comment on the comment box so we can understand where we went wrong and how to correct our mistakes in our near future. Okay, hope to see you in the next video.